Curious about Scientology, are you? Well, proceed with caution. Trust me, I'm an insider. Hello there. I'm the electropsychometer, or E-meter for short. Call me whatever the hell you want, actually. Basically, my job is to help an auditor during one-on-one counseling sessions. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, I don't know how you've found yourself here, but you might want to go read a very well-written article first and then make your way back. Anyway, I'll explain briefly. I'm feeling rather chatty today. So the goal of Scientology, as you all must know by now, is to reach complete spiritual enlightenment. And part of how they do this is through something called auditing. Effectively, it's meant to rehabilitate the spirit. So basically, an auditor or counselor who is highly trained by the church sits in a tiny room. It's very tiny, actually. One could barely breathe. But I digress. They sit in a tiny room and the auditor enlists the auditee to recall memories of distress, asking them to relive the memory, recalling every detail from beginning to end. These memories are known as engrams and are believed to be the causes of the reactive mind taking over, making one react emotionally rather than logically. Through auditing, Scientologists believe that you can bring your logical mind forward as you let go of painful and distressing engrams. And that's where I come in. I am a calibrated device used to measure extremely low voltages of the psyche, which is the human mind, soul, or spirit. I know, pretty cool, isn't it? I'm an oddly rounded machine with a dial and two cans attached to me by long cords. A person holds these cans in each hand respectively, and I assess the spiritual charge in their state. And so, I am believed to be helpful in locating the reactive mind's hidden nature. Can't speak to the science of it all. I just work here, to be honest. Well, worked. These days, I mostly sit on display, gathering dust. Used only when some curious, possibly deranged, but I'm not judging, person asks for a demonstration. They usually leave with a nervous smile and an anxious nod. Still, it's something. But oh, I have stories. From my days in the thick of it, from my prime. And since we've got a bit of time, it's only polite to listen to an old lady reminisce. My most favourite days were the ones when newcomers eagerly joined us for their one free session. They didn't use the e-meter for these sessions, so I was off, and I would just sit back and listen. Metaphorically sit back, of course. Oh, the fear, the anticipation, quite amusing actually. And who could blame them? The auditor, we'll call her Sharon, is holding two forms to take notes. What's your name and surname, she asks. Spell it for me, please. Pointed. Then your mother's name, your father's name, your grandfather, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and what's your relationship like with all of them? The auditee, we'll call her Jenna, all too innocently will say, oh, well, my relationship with my mother isn't all that wonderful. She's very controlling. Or, well, I don't quite like my sister. She steals all my clothing. Well, bloody hell. A half-hour interrogation, asking me about all my family members and what my relationship is like with them. Half an hour. That would scare anybody's pants off. Oh, but this is where they get their information from. Those sneaky little buggers. The session officially starts, and the auditor will ask, "Are you comfortable?" Yes, well, I'm sure those very personal, abrupt questions from a complete stranger made them very comfortable. Come on now, Sharon. Nevertheless, Sharon officially begins. Close your eyes. You will remain aware of everything which goes on here. You will be able to remember everything that happens here. And you can pull yourself out of it at any time if you're not happy. Are you clear with everything? And are you safe here? Jenna, the auditee, hesitantly says, yes. Go to your earliest memory of pain, Sharon says. Jenna swings her eyes open and says, I must tell you my first memory of pain. Sharon, unamused, nods in affirmation. Okay, let's start again. Poor Sharon. But what did you expect though, Sharon? I mean, come on. Repeating the entire ordeal, they come around to go to your earliest memory of pain. And tell me when you get there. Sharon remembers to confirm. I'm there, Jenna says. Okay, tell me what happens from beginning to end in as much detail as possible. Sharon, who would remember that? Okay, Jenna says, amused. And then proceeds to tell a story about when she fell off her bike as a child, much to Sharon's dismay. Oh, I wish you could see her face. Ridden with frustration. Composing herself, she says, all right. Tell me about it again from beginning to end and try and remember any details you forgot. Jenna recounted her bike accident without many changes, and so Sharon probes. How did the smell of your mom's perfume make you feel? What did your dad say to you? What sounds did you hear? But again, Jenna didn't have much to say. So Sharon concluded, okay, I'm going to count you down from 5 and then I'm going to say cancel. When you hear the word cancel, the memory will no longer affect you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cancel. You can open your eyes. How do you feel? Sharon asks. Sharon, girl, please. Anyway, Jenna, stalling, says, fine, I guess. Good? Okay, good. Now I want to go to another memory. You said you had a difficult relationship with your mom. Tell me about that. Sharon demands. Do I have to? Jenna asks. Yes, Sharon says firmly. Sharon, you can't force the girl. Oh my gosh, this was uncomfortable. Highly amusing, but very uncomfortable. So they start. Blah, blah, close your eyes. Blah, blah, you will remember. Blah, blah, go to the memory. And tell me when you're there. Jenna's eyes trickle open and she says, I actually don't have any problem. I can't remember anything, honestly. Yeah. Unamused, however, Sharon says, you don't remember anything? I don't, Jenna responds. Sharon, forced to concede, concludes the session.
This is my sister. She needs a job.
Okay, she'll have to do a test first, and then we'll proceed from there. Ah, new recruits. I wonder what their stories will be.